Hey, how's it? This is the foundation. I just came back from Vegas. Had a great time. I did win some money. I won enough to pay my trip and then some. I'll put it that way. I could have won a little bit more, but you know how it is. I said I was gonna make a video of the Cowboys midweek, so because they're on their bye, so I had a lot of I didn't have to worry, didn't have to stress out. Kept my Sunday free. I watched some of the games, but at the same time, too, got to spend some time with the family, and that's what majority of the time was doing and all that. But I did have a great time though. Um, yeah, so like I said, Cowboys was off. Had a was very stress relief, and so I'm going to continue doing my pick prediction videos. This week is week 9. I did 13-2. There you go. Teams on bye is the Rams, Saints, Falcons, and Bengals. As you guys know, I'll be doing my Cowboy video versus the Giants on Friday. Anyway, let's get on with these picks. So Thursday night we got the San Francisco 49ers versus the Arizona Cardinals. I got the 49ers. They're not only beating teams, they're demolishing teams. So I think they're gonna, even on a short week, they have a great defense too. So next is the Houston Texans versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm gonna go with the Houston Texans. I know they lost Watt, but I think they're just a better team than the Jacksonville Jaguars. If maybe it was on Thursday game, then maybe I would have gone the other way. But anyway, next is the Indianapolis Colts versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I got the Indianapolis Colts. I think overall, I think they're just a more physical team, and they can probably force the Steelers quarterback into some mistakes. Next is the Chicago Bears versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I got the Eagles. I didn't think that they'll put that much points on the Bills, but they did. So you know, they did what they had to do to stay in the hunt and all that. Next is the New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins. Upset pick, upset pick, upset pick. I'm gonna go with the Miami Dolphins. I think at home, I think will help will help out a lot. Um, Jets just traded away Leonard Williams. The odd thing was that the Miami Dolphins they traded. I mean, I understand Mika Fitzpatrick wanted out of Miami, but then you trade for Akeem Talib. It doesn't make sense, in a way. So, but yeah, I'm gonna take the Dolphins on this one. Next is the Minnesota. Oh, sorry. Yeah, next is the Minnesota Vikings versus the uh, Kansas City Chiefs. I'm gonna go with the Minnesota Vikings. I think I think they might hold out Patrick Mahomes one more week. Um, maybe have him suit up, but I don't think they might start him. But because I think with Minnesota's pass rush, you don't want to expose Mahomes to that, and then the Chiefs defense is kind of been up and down, so you can maybe see a great game from Dalvin Cook and all that. Next is the Tennessee Titans versus the Carolina Panthers. I got the Panthers. Um, Next is the Washington Redskins versus the Buffalo Bills. I got the Buffalo Bills. Next is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Seattle Seahawks. I got the Seahawks. This might be an interesting game though because Seahawks have been kind of struggling on the at home. Next is the Detroit Lions versus the Oakland Raiders. I got the Oakland Raiders. Um, Next is the Green Bay Packers versus the Los Angeles Chargers. This might be a very interesting game, but I'm gonna go with the Packers. I think the way Rogers is playing and their running game complementing them and their defense if they play up to their potential they can beat a lot of teams. But this might be a very interesting game. I don't remember the last time I saw Rivers and and Rogers play against each other. This is gonna be a very interesting game though. Uh, Next is the Cleveland Browns versus the Denver Broncos. I got the Denver Broncos. I think with all the hype that Cleveland is now facing with the pressure now of being very disappointing, I think it's going to continue to take its toll. And with the Broncos, had a great, they had a great start to the game. They just couldn't finish it off. Um, and they're at home. You know, one of the best places to play at home. So funny Sunday night football. Got the New England Patriots versus the Baltimore Ravens. I got the New England Patriots. I just think this is the defense might keep it interesting for the most part. The Ravens defense. I just think that the Bill Belichick is gonna force Lamar Jackson to make things some mistakes. Unless they can really run that ball with Ingram and Lamar with the called runs, the read options and stuff like that. If they can beat Belichick in that way and force Belichick to adjust, then they have a shot. But I just don't see it happening though. All right, that's my video. Mahalo for watching. Paniola boys, who you with? You know who I'm with. I'm with the Dallas Cowboys.